affliction. So if somebody is dark, you need to fight him from outside. The darkness of his heart will be wounding him from within. Maybe somebody hear what I said. I said if somebody is dark, he doesn't need to be afflicted from outside. What he doesn't know will keep hurting him. And let me switch to it before I go to another course. Darkness produces spell and affliction. I said darkness produces. How many people knows that? How many people knows? Okay, read 9, 1 and 2 of Isaiah. How many people know that if darkness produces spell and affliction, why will you beg somebody to learn? Why? Why are you begging somebody to buy a book? Allow him to suffer. You see, because if he tolerate darkness, he will pay for keeping it. I think I should. Udoka, what is that? For Pastor Kim? Okay. Go ahead and read 9, 1 and 2.
Nevertheless, the dimness shall not be such as was in our vexation.
Yes.
When at first it lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun.
The Bible said the land have to be dim. When the Bible said when he lightly, it looked like it was God that did it. No. He said when he lightly afflicted. As if though it was God. No. It wasn't God that did it. Darkness did it. Because wherever there is darkness, there will be affliction. So what Satan do to destroy people is not to bother them. Is to withdraw them from all they're supposed to know. Maybe somebody hear what I said. Oh, okay. I want you to look up. If you go to Onitsha now, are there preservative institutions in Onitsha? I've known Onitsha for more than 50 years, practically speaking. Are there preservative towers? Are there good universities, world class, the way Covenant is? The way this university, the one what Benkam's 7-day Adventist, what is the name? Babcock. Yes, Babcock. Now is there like a faith? Those class, is it there in Igbo land? Now, do you know why it's not there? Can I tell you why it's not there? Why it will not be there now? Can I tell you why? The Igbo does not have mental soundness to keep an administration that can upgrade the value of that university. They don't have mental sanity that can bring a sound administration that can sustain something that has value. You didn't hear what I said? I said they don't have. Okay, did they have? Is it not people that have mental sanity? That can keep, excuse me. Oyedebo, is he the one that's in charge of covenant? The Yoruba value came into covenant and made it the best in Nigeria. Yes, can an Igbo man be valuable and still serve with his value? And go somewhere and be humble with a great value? Someone who doesn't even have value is arrogant. How much more when somebody have a very rich value and then there are many? If you hear that the university is a university, Elele is one of the first private university, and does it still exist? For the 8 years, Madonna. If Madonna is in Lagos, the other day an Igbo man came and built university in I think in Ogun State or this. I was offended, but later I understand he wanted something to be preserved. Excuse me, you have something that's important to you. You look at somebody who will destroy it and put it in your hand. You will not forget what I just said. Somebody who, I was telling somebody one day, I said, hear me, if you hand over your life, your one life, to somebody that when he kills you, he will not even know that he killed you. Because he doesn't even have value to live. Now when he kill you, he won't take responsibility for killing you. I have seen people that killed people and they cry the most. They say, now the best noble is somebody who is ignorant like what I'm talking. Church, is it great? Eh? I'm trying to come. Do you know why I felt hot? I felt hot because I'm feeling hot. Because some pastors, I was telling somebody, please look at this intelligence. Thank God Pastor Oliver is here. Look at this. I told somebody, I said, the Igbos from now till another 50 years, we never host an apostolic ministry. Whether we like it or not, the only ministry we can host at this level is individual ministries, not a team. We don't have team. We can't form team. Team requires value in so many people. I said team. Team requires so many valuable people, and we do have so many valuable people. Excuse me, there are so many valuable people, and I'm here, and this is where I enter. This is where I enter to preach. Don't forget that this is where I enter. Somebody of my order. If I enter here to preach, and I've been here for 10 years, then people are crushing my value. Then people are destroying the effort I'm making on them. You can see it. Then people are denying what they take. Excuse me, I'm shepherd. I'm getting ready for books I'm using Galilee. I'm the one discussing today about cement. I bought cement and I'm discussing, me and Nigel we discussing hiring those who are molding block in Galilee. And I'm still shepherd. You can't understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell him to look for those who are molding block. And then somebody's looking for respect. How? Something that is important cannot be given to a destroyer. The sin of destroyers look pardonable when they understand the grief of their state. As long as touts like Nnamdi Kanu is misleading Igbo to tell them that their enemies are Hausas, they will not get redemption if God is faithful. Look at a particular land. Look at a particular land that at anywhere 2 or 3 people gather, they will fight. Excuse me. When I went to Galilee, those my small cousins there. One day I went to greet their mother there. To greet me by children was difficult. I was wondering the kind of land that the land is. And somebody said we should say something positive. Okay, no. You should take crown and put a pig. That's how to be positive. Is it because all the fundamentals All the that should be on the ground before climbing out can be accomplished. All those fundamentals are not around. I say all the what? A small boy that when he see me coming, he fall on the ground. Suddenly start at maybe filled with so much of darkness. And that suffocation, the what? Is a work of darkness. The suffocation. Excuse me, why I'm not going to go to it. David said, even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, please, if that place is a valley of shadow of death, darkness is a doer. The angel of darkness is there. That's why when you die, you don't meet God. We're not us. When a man go to grave, the Bible already said in the book of Luke chapter 22 that the dead does not have God. You see, because God cannot be found in the place of darkness. That means if somebody is thoroughly afflicted, it means that the person has been separated from God. There is a way you will see. There is a place. There is a way you go to somebody's house and see how that house is. You will know that God will not be found in such a place. Somebody hear what I said? I said, God. There is even a way you see somebody walking, and claiming to know God. Only that appearance cannot represent Yahweh. It's darkness. What is this about religion? We are on earth, and Africa is deluded. Africa is mired in deep darkness. Africa needs emancipation, and there is no deliberate effort, because the understanding to know that one problem is lacking. For instance, those of us who came from the southeast, where we are to cry out is wait. Do you know why prophets are going to charismatism? That is Amoma. Because a typical Igbo boy lack ability to sit down to make note and to have what is called organized living. To wait on time to grow into a big man. He is looking for a soothsayer who will give him prophecy and prayer. And then he ran out. To where? Because their parents are killing them. They will tell a boy that is not yet prepared to get money to give them money. They don't even care about the boy's growth, the boy's worthiness, the girl's value, the girl's future. Somebody who spoiled herself is trying to spoil another girl. Why will you tell an underage girl to take family responsibility? You want to turn her into a prostitute, and you who is asking her for money, why didn't you get it? Why didn't you get it? You're asking children for money because you wasted your life. And if somebody is not imparted, how can he impart others? The way I am now, I'm a shepherd. I'm saying that it is Lagos Army pastors that will help me. How? It is what I am building that they should live on. Not when I wasted my life, I'll tell them to help me. How? Is there any Lagos Army pastor who is coming here to be like me? Huh? No, Ben is laughing. Ben.
The word should be far, you said here.
Ben, what did you say?
I said the word should be far, like when you said near.
And then somebody who should say standard didn't set it. Didn't what? Then I'll say it is Pastor Imata that is helping me. Lele. Now that is how it should be for parents. That's how a The child should inherit something that is kept, not carry family problem. You tell a small boy that he should train, that the boy should train his sister. A boy should build family house. What was your husband doing? That means another person should born children and another person will be training. That's stupidity. That's senselessness. But people, and then that is what they put. That is why they put up. What they present to the boys. Then they start running up and down. They start. My mother will tell me, wait, excuse me, my mother have never met me. I'm 61. I was 61 in June. My mother have never met me anywhere. And I come to her and she presented a need to me. My father, before he passed on, my father didn't meet me and presented a need to me. My mother have never called me on phone and asked and told me that she need money. All days of her life. Now, that is the encouragement I have to go after knowledge. When I finished secondary school, I stayed idle for 2 years in the house they are reading. She will cook food and bring it to me there and ask me to stay strong. For 2 years. When I finished first degree, I went to greet her where she went and she asked me I should go and read masters immediately. And then you're pushing your children. What about if that time I came out and she was asking me to give her money? Church, I said that this year there's no attack. So I just returned. I have left the attack. Attack is not possible this year. Somebody. The solution of darkness, like what Job said in 29, he said, when by his light I walk through darkness. Wherever there is darkness and light shines, problem will die. And light shine, darkness will die. Is a must. That means if you are a pastor in Nigeria today, among Igbos today, the capital work you must do is to shine light in the midst of people who are in darkness. Prayer without shining light on them will not achieve much. There will be affliction in the midst of prayer as long as darkness reigns. There is something I said here now. I say poverty. Poverty to survive only in subdued life. That is a heading. And that is course number 6, is it? Yes. Poverty survives only in subdued lives. A life that is not subdued cannot be poor. Satan resident in people. Satan permanently become part of people the moment that their lives are subdued. The capital job of idols is to be God of a land. And then when idols become God of lands, what they do is to stay in the firmament and take the life of men. That's what I mean subdue. What can you give? Giving somebody whose life is subdued money is a caricature. Let me say it again. I said, giving money